So Flash loses, and is taken away to be healed.
Oh, about time!
Sorry for being crude, but this remake is woefully anemic in the smut department. Even more so when compared to the 80s original.
Quinjet.
Okay.
So, plans are made and plots are plotted to get Volton, Barin, Flash, and maybe Aura, off this planet, out of the clutches of Goldblum, and back into the clutches of apparently the actual villain of the movie. But first, a bit of plot development.
Banner. Hey. You alright? Banner?
So let's talk about New Dale. I don't care for her.
I do not know why the filmmakers made this decision, taking the character down this invocative route, then changing the actor midway through, and giving that character a major downgrade. From now on, when Dale's not cowering Flash's arms, he's channeling his inner Fay Ray, screaming and panicking at everything. Everything.
She's just pretty much back to being the damsel in distress she was in the 1930s serial.
For crying out loud, you were doing cartwheels and firing laser guns in the 80s version, all whilst wearing high heels. Meanwhile, Helu and Mom at Arms are called before Goldblum Freezer.
Or complicated, or, sure, there's a big history.
Or as someone with far more talent than I'll ever have once said.
Somebody's got some daddy issues.
But this is also a chance to see further into the Aura-Barin relationship.
Still as tempestuous as ever.
Ah, Barin. One day you will tame the wild heart of Aura.
But not today.
Surprise!
Probably not like that.
Hello, Bruce.
Oh, everyone be quiet.
So, where are you at these days?
It varies from moment to moment.
You two aren't gonna sexy catfight, are you? Damn this movie!
So, Aura joins Flash's merry band of merchandise, but oh no! Curse your inevitable betrayal! However, Aura is outwitted by Flash.
Outwitted by Flash Gordon? It just doesn't sound right.
And, Flash just leaves them there. Writhing in agony, to be captured. Probably tortured. Definitely executed.
He just leaves him. Our hero.
But escape they do, which of course means
No more Jeff Goldblum. Let us remember him as he was.
they return to Ming, the superfluous, in order to save the day.
You could almost say Flash Gordon approaching, because nobody else does in this movie.
So they gear up, ready for battle. Even Dale tries to lend a hand.
Thanks, Dale. That was great. That was you're really contributing. Yeah.
Thankfully, Aura arrives with reinforcements and joins Barin, Volton and Flash.
And I will forgive every single sin of this movie if the four of them are about to dress up as concubines and sneak into the palace.
The action is as good as any other well-choreographed fight scene with absolutely no stakes in it, so the filmmakers try to spice things up a bit with a bit of familiar music.
But I'm gonna have to stop it right there, because we all know what battle theme should be playing.
In the end, Ming is too powerful, so our heroes have to use something bigger. So Ming is once again dispatched by a metaphor for aggressive penetration, and not by Flash. I think Aura did more to save the day than him. King of the impossible? Yeah, more like king of delegating his responsibilities to other people.
And as for Saviour of the Universe, well... he's not off to a great start.
Oh look, we have just enough time for a twist ending.
Guys, just because you have the money to do something doesn't mean you should. Sometimes less is more.
The original had a much more effective ending with nothing more than a voiceover, a question mark, and someone picking up the Orgasmo ring. So, does this remake measure up to the original?
No. No, it doesn't.
I'm never going to argue that the 80s Flash Gordon was great cinema.
It wasn't. But it knew what it was.
A high-camp space romp, and it embraced that wholeheartedly. This film just seems confused about what it wants to be, which means it's all over the place in regards to tone and purpose. Potential character development is sacrificed for generic action scenes, and generic action scenes are sacrificed for silly jokes. I can see the style they were trying to go for, but they just weren't willing to go the whole way with it.
There's a reason why people enjoy campiness. Yes, it's fun, but it's also freeing.
Camp means not caring what others think, or how you might look in front of people. It means turning up to 11, dancing like nobody's watching, and being completely confident with yourself. And that's where this film really fails.
Because it cares. It cares a lot about how it's perceived. Basically, this movie wants you to think it's cool.
Yes, the budget is bigger and the money is definitely on the screen, but that just gives it this sterilised sheen that stops it from being enjoyable. We've seen this before, films getting so caught up with what will impress upon the audience that it's cool, that they end up shooting the moon and just end up looking desperate.
Because there is nothing less cool than wanting people to think you're cool. Which is why the original Flash Gordon will always be way cooler than this remake.
Have a nice day.
Well, this was a huge disappointment. Still, I hear that Disney is finally getting around to making that live-action version of Hercules. And if they get James Woods to reprise his role, this may be the one that doesn't make me nerd rage. Probably not. I'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, Pirates of the Caribbean Code, they want their gimmick back.